All right, everybody. I have to do another post today, another live stream. This one could also get censored pretty seriously, but I need to put it up anyway. As you know, I've been saying that a lot of things look like they're converging this week, and I got a message. Hello, everyone, as you come in. I got a message from Felicia Lockhart. Apparently, there's something running around on the interwebs saying that the sovereign republic of the United States was coming in to take power with Donald Trump as the president this week. That the emergency broadcast system, which we know is going to be tested around the 10th or 11th, somewhere in there, they've received information that they have to show that President Trump is actually in control of the military. Now, let me give you a caveat here, okay? This is the kind of stuff that Mike Lindell, General um, Michael Flynn, and some others in the Q and the Q quasi Q movements have been pushing for some time. Uh, and I've been suspicious of it for a lot of time. Now I do, of course, believe that Trump is behind a lot of things, and he's playing the suffering servant of Isaiah 52, 53, and that he has a lot more power in all of this. That he could stand up at some point in time as the savior against all these things that are happening around the world. But in the description box below is if you don't have Twitter, I'm sorry, I don't have any way right now of getting the original in there. But Stu Peters just did a story where the DHS is now warning local law enforcement across the country, and you can of course believe the DOD as well, that the presidential uh, election results have spawned a conspiracy movement that is about ready to go violent. So you see how these things are converging this week. So what I'm saying is that thing that Felicia sent me is probably a provocation sent out possibly by the DHS itself or one of its surrogate, um, agents. And now we have the formal statement from the DHS that they expect that there's going to be this uprising this week. And you can go listen to Stu Peters. I did not listen to his whole report. I saw what he did. I saw what he was talking about. I took into account the information that Felicia Lockhart sent me, and I smell a false flag. Okay, not saying that Trump couldn't try to seize power because he's saying a lot of people say, including Mike Lindell, oh he'll be back in power in August. But this is nothing more. I mean, regardless of how this happens, we're going to have a problem. Okay, whether or not this is a false flag, whether or not it's a plan in order to help implement some other things, whether there's really a war inside the United States, and there is. I'm not giving credence to what Mike Lindell said or what this thing is. That Felicia, it's not her fault. It just came to her and she forwarded it to me. Okay, and it does have the August the 10th, 11th date actually, that this emergency system test will occur, and that during that they will announce that President Trump is in control of the military. She didn't make that up. She just had it sent to her. Now I'm adding that information to the thing that Stu Peters says in the description box below to show you that these things are converging. So what they're doing is it's more destabilization. The infrastructure bill is going through Congress. They expect it to pass. It shouldn't. It's evil. It's demonic. It's another thing going down the road to take power away from the American people and impose tyranny, not just here but worldwide. So I won't go into any more depth on this. Well, come on now. Stu Peters is another agent. Where do you get your news? Who was that? Where do you get your news, Martin W2? CNN, NBC, Glenn Beck? How many times have I told you people that you take information and you test it, you vet it, you don't throw it away because of some stupid ass bias or prejudice. Just because Stu Peters was a Q pusher doesn't mean that he's not a good source of information. You better start doing the right thing by this. How long have I been talking about it? And yes, I'm losing my temper with you. What the hell are you doing here? People like that are just disgustingly stupid. And yeah, I'm calling you out. You get off my channel, you idiot. You take information where it comes from and you balance it against the other things. For instance, the information I got from Felicia Lockhart, and I balanced it against what Stu Peters put out, and I suspect that the DHS has put out such a thing because I've seen it elsewhere. We have how many people locked up because of January 6th? You don't think that they wouldn't try to go after everybody nationally and come up with a false flag that says that the conservatives are trying to do a nationwide January 6th? You don't need Stu Peters for that. What was his name? Martin W2. Man, you've learned nothing. Get the hell off of my channel. If there's a yes, I'm angry, throw his ass out of here. And anybody else that says something stupid like that anymore. Okay, get ready. I've gotten some information from some law enforcement officers, no military. Secondhand from some military people, upper field grade ranks. That yes, everything that I said about the military getting ready, the conservative part of the military, is in fact going on. A lot of LEOs are starting to wake up, but there are not enough of them. This is going to go bad, everybody. They're going to push a false flag probably sometime. Okay? Saying that, this, because Mike Lindell and Flynn have been talking about it, that he's going to be reinstated. It's almost like they're priming for the excuse, like Flynn going in for his interview with the FBI so that he get in trouble with the FBI and thrown out and cause all this consternation. Some big spook he turned out to be. Can't even figure out the FBI is trying to frame him. No, that was a setup for the American people, not for Flynn, as I've said. And here we go with Mike Lindell, and I don't want to diss them, but it just smells bad. Don't you see that with them talking like that, now the DHS can say that there's this conspiracy going on and that violence could erupt this week trying to reinstall President Trump. And it would go along with the infrastructure bill on the surveillance, on the GMI on the surveillance and the requirements on that they're trying to force down your throat. Stop shutting off information. You vet it. You balance it out. That infuriates me. By the way, Alex Jones is on right now, and you know I don't trust Alex Jones because, although I heard him the first, 15 or 20 minutes today, he finally, again, he's only done it a couple times, he did it again today, he called out both DeSantis and Trump for continually backing up the GMI. He needs to be stronger than that, but he used some of the same language that I said was a problem here, that if Trump continued down this road, and if DeSantis continues down this road, and if Alex continues to support them, they are all guilty of genocide, mass murder. And Alex actually said that today. So he says that he's not going to be a party to it. Well, let's see if he continues to call Trump and DeSantis out on all this. I got to go. I have a family function I'm going to, but I thought I would take the time and come on here and warn you that a false flag could be in the works that might include you, Mike W2. And instead, you want to sit on here and just be an ass. Everybody, I told you that we'd have to start watching ourselves right away. Fauci's saying that the procedure is going to be okayed for everybody, and that then it's going to be pushed everywhere. Well, it already is, and it's going to get worse. They even came out today, just like I said earlier today, they're going to come after your federal pensions if you don't get it done, including your Social Security. Mike W2, I suggest you get your ass off the chair and your eyes open and you start getting information from any place you can get it. All right. That's all I got. Just be aware they're setting up for a false flag. Who knows what the hell they're going to do? Okay? Shortages on the shelves in the stores. The supply chains are breaking down. And now they're going to say that you, if you question the election, or if you question the lockdowns, or if you question the medical procedure or whatever, that you're a domestic terrorist. Just like Biden put out in his executive directive 2 or 3 months ago. Just like he said. So Mike W2, unstop your ears, unblock your eyes, and get off your lazy ass and start doing some real research. All right? I got to go.